Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins.
Check 53, check 30. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Look at this. Look at this.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. He cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. It's free.
Now Haskins on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
53's Mike. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Get 300. Get 300. Loop it, get up.
And they try to sweep to Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Redskins scoop it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, we got four down.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. To throw again on second down. Haskins. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Right now, you got 58.
Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Haskins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 17, Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and 7 yards to go.
Ready? Hey, come on. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. No, check that.
Third down, here's Haskins. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
No.
On the ground, Geis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Just like that. Just like that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and Graham's got it. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
53 flat. Wide left. Check. Jim. Pop. 53.
From the 44, Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Oh, no. 52, Mike, 52. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown. Out of the season, and the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 53.
Back more.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Jordan Reed, 27 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Redskins 27, Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. Complete to Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Got it! 319!
Come on, baby.
Kelly, front left, Kelly. Back north.
Switch gears.
319. 319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's second and
Let's go,
long.
defense.
Inside.
Defense. Check nine, check nine.
Yeah, Liz. Flip again.
And again, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Rodgers to throw once more. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 28.
Mike, 258.
Mike.
Ain't no, we are going.
We taking wins,
On first down, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won a fight for the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Go!
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Double tight, double tight.
3 down, 3 down.
3 down, 3 down.
Now a run with Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hustle. 52, Mike, 52.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On the ground, it's Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12.
Check 26, check 26.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Third and long.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Jones. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
On first down, this is Geis. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Geis. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong. So repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first throw for the backup Jackson. Rolling to his right. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. And Adams has it, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Jackson, step, and the Packers are in for the score.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down, but congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point up and good by Crosby as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return is Williams. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson, option right. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. He's at the 40. The 20, and he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at
yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yo.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down by Josh Norman. 10 yards.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.